Hello guys, welcome to our new lecture, submitting a proposal and getting an interview from client. So let's see what's in there. Okay, so let's see, you want to work as a transcriber. Let's search transcribing or transcription here. You can see there are around 1605 transcription jobs are there in this UpWork platform, and you can see the job title. You can see whether it's a fixed price job or hourly job, whether it's an entry level or expert level. You can see the estimated budget of this project, and you can see when it is posted. It posted around 11 minutes ago, it's saying. You can see the number of freelancers needed by the client. 2 person is needed for this job, as the client puts up 2. If you hover over the mouse here, you can see the payment is verified by the client. $22 spent, 5 total posting, 2 hires, and the client is a member since 20th April 2016, and the client is from Canada, and here is the ID. You can see the total hires too, and skills needed for this project is active listening and content writing. We will be applying for jobs now. Let's click it, open link in new tab and see what's come up. And here is the main job. The title of the job: podcast show notes creation and posting. It's a fixed price job. It's in article and blog writing category. It's around $10, and it's an entry level job. By this mark, you can understand that client is verified. Client payment method is verified, and you can see UpWork is saying that this client has verified payment method with UpWork. You can see there are no reviews. The client seems to be new, and the client is from Canada, and this is the time of the client. It's around 9 a.m. in Canada. The client posted 5 jobs. He has a 40% higher rate. He has 4 open jobs right now, and he spent around $22, and he hires 2 person. One is active, one project is ongoing. The client paid around $13 per hour as average hourly rate. 2 hours is already worked and paid by the client, and he is a member from April 20, 2016. And let's see the details of the job. The client says he needs 2 freelancer, and this is the details of the job. You should see each and every details of the job, what the client wants, what he is expecting from you, and what he is expecting as output from this project. So you can see each and every details here. He described the project step by step, the process. A good candidate, and when applying, please include these. Always read the job description in full and see what the client have to say about. So you can see the job in progress, as we said, audio editing for podcast, and this is the job in progress. It's showing that this another job is in progress by this client, and you can see that Cody Duncan is working in this project. Let's see what the client have to say in this job. I have a podcast that provides weekly episodes. I need someone who is great at summarizing and picking out interesting details to write show notes for the podcast listeners. The episodes are usually less than 30 minutes long. So the client is describing the nature of the job. He is showing the process. Get a notification that an episode needs transcribing via UpWork. Number 1 step, 2 step: listen, read the podcast, produce a show notes page in our WordPress site, save the post as draft, unpublished, update your Trello status, board with the link to the draft that you created. 6, you are done. The podcast will come in audio or transcribed form, but we aim to supply you with a transcription to help you be faster. I will supply you the credentials to my WordPress site where you can output these notes to a new blog post. Save it in draft when you are done. So a good candidate knows how to summarize a 20-minute conversation, create a headline that creates interest in the reader, make it a question or describe a problem. No clickbait. Research the podcast guest a little bit. When applying, please include an indication on whether you have done podcast show notes before and links to them. A few sentences on your process in creating headlines. A handful of headlines that you have written recently. The client is asking, please include this when applying for this job. So if you click submit a proposal, you can see this window will come, and you can apply as a freelancer or as an agency. Let's apply as a freelancer, and you can see the proposal page here that you can submit. You can still see the job details here. You can click the view job posting if you want to, and the client is saying that he needs a entry-level freelancer. You can see 2 connects are needed for applying this job. You can see if you submit a proposal, you will have 48 connects remaining. So it seems that I have around 50 connects remaining. If I apply for this job, 2 connects will be deducted and it will be around 48 connects remaining. And you can see when your connects will be reset, and it's showing that on June 1 my connects will be reset. Submit proposal as a freelancer, and you can see the bid here. The client's budget is $10. This is the amount the client will see on your proposal. So you will be bidding for 10 and 10% UpWork service fee. So $1 will be deducted from 10 and you will receive $9. This is the options that's saying that by when you can complete the project. Let's say less than 1 week. You can write the cover letter here. So let's write a cover letter. Hello there. How are you? I am asking the client that whether he is good or not. How are you? By asking how are you, and you can see that the client, when applying, please include this. So you can see an indication or on whether you have done podcast show notes before and links to them. So if you have done any podcast show notes before, you can write yes, I have done. Yes, I have done a number of podcast show notes. And if you have the link, you can give the link. Here is the link. You can give the link here. And the another thing, he is asking a few sentences on your process in creating headlines. You can write you can write few sentences there about processes of creating headlines. So you can write a few sentences on your process in creating headlines, how you are creating headlines in the earlier jobs, as you are saying that you have around 5 years of experience. So you can write that blah blah blah. And the another thing, he is asking a handful of headlines that you have written recently. You can write, I have written some handful of headlines are some of my handful of headlines are dot, dot, dot. Headlines are blah blah blah. So you can write the headlines here, and you have written all the things, and after that you will write, I look forward to hearing from you. I look forward to hearing from you. Thanks. And if you want to show any attachment to the client, you can choose file and select the file you want to show to the client, and you click the submit a proposal. So this is how you can submit a proposal. And yes, that's all about it. So now that we applied for a job and we should be waiting for the client to reply, let's see how to handle that. If you get a message from client, it should be shown here as message. You can see if there is one message, here should be one. If there is two, you can see two, like that. If you go to messages, you can see it should load and see all the messages you have. Here are the settings for the messages, and you can see that in the messages, if some client sent you message, you can see over there. Here are the recent messages, and you can see here is the search box. You can search for messages for a specific client or a project. Click on message setting. You can see desktop and mobile notification. If you want to play sound, you can click this. If you don't like to play sound, you can uncheck it. And here are the settings actually, you can see. So for desktop and mobile notifications, and message counter, email notification for unread messages. In message composer, pressing enter key will, when you click the enter key, what it will do, send a message or add a break line you wish to select as your convenience. Here are the messages. You can see show rooms by category, and you can see show rooms by recency. If you click here, you can see the recent messages over there, and if you click here, you can see show rooms by category. If you want to click this, the favorite will be there. You can write messages here, and you can see some settings here. You can change the settings here. You can always use shift enter or control enter to type multi-line messages. You can click smileys here. You can upload any file by clicking this upload a file, or you can share the file through Dropbox and click send. Instantly the message will be sent to your client. So that's all about messaging. And after getting any interview call from your client, the client will be discussing here, or he or she might be asking you to come to a Skype. You and your client can discuss the project through a Skype, and you can ask him or her to hire you through UpWork. You are getting the protection from UpWork. So that's all, guys. I look forward to seeing you in future lectures.